Welcome to Stand Podcast. I'm your host, Prudence Kerish, with my co-host.
I'm Sharon Awar, and today we are talking about technology versus humanity.
But right before we dive in, I would just like to remind you that you can find the video of this educative and productive entertaining on our social media platforms, Instagram, TikTok, YouTube, Twitter as Self-Taught Academy Network. Stay tuned.
So, we're going to start by talking about how technology is affecting family time. And by saying that, we're going to talk about how sometimes nowadays, when people want to eat dinner, you will find that some kids are on the phone, the parents are working on their iPads. You'll find the younger and older siblings, some are playing games, some are on social media, and people don't have the time to bond and have family time
True.
and share about like how was your day, how are you feeling, how is your life.
So this is all about digital versus human.
Exactly.
Wow, that's so amazing.
So this is a battle of which one is better.
Technology, it has effects. We have the positive impact and we have the negative impact. So it depends on which one has the biggest percentage. What's your perspective on this? Do you think technology has a bigger positive impact or it has a bigger negative side of it?
Yeah, for me
Most especially to the youths
I
in
say
the
it's more
society.
like 50-50.
Okay.
Because with technology you have to, nowadays we know a lot about what's happening beyond Africa, beyond Kenya.
Yeah.
Not like maybe our parents, those at that time there was no computers, no smartphones, like you're just within your cocoon.
Yeah, actually,
Yeah.
our parents, for communication, they used to
Yeah.
depend on letters.
Yeah.
So you will write someone a letter, you wait for like months for the person to
To reply,
reply.
and chances are not there that the person
Yeah, well,
received
the
the
letter.
letter was lost
You
in the
can
mail.
imagine you are sending a letter to someone who is talk of say in Germany, Canada, and it's an emergency. You need to get back the feedback. So you're sending a letter that's gonna take like months, and maybe you are asking for something like food.
And
Oh
maybe the
God.
letter is being sent by ship or something like that. Just
So
imagine like how many months the letter will take so that you can get your feedback.
So according to you, it's a 50-50
It's a
chance.
50-50.
Wow, that's so amazing. So back to what you're talking about family time. You talked about something family time, people not having time to dinner together,
Yeah.
to bond, and
Discuss
yeah,
about their lives.
yeah.
Yeah.
When you talk about that, I just remembered something. I'll give you an example. You see, recently, it was just this month,
Yeah.
Diamond, Diamond, the star,
Yeah.
the celebrity,
Yeah.
our artist,
I
our
know
very
him
own.
very well.
He took the kids. See, he has kids with Zari. He has kids with Tanasha and Hamisa. Yeah. So this time round, he took Zari's kids from South Africa. And then he also came to Tanasha's son, Nasib. And then they were together, enjoying family time. But there was this thing I observed. Nasib was just on his phone. He's just tapping his phone. And Tiff with the brother, they are busy playing there. I don't know whether it was their other cousin or something. So
It was
Nasib
not
was
present
just
at the moment. What's
yeah,
going on around him?
kind of social autism. He's just on his phone. How will he adapt to the communication skills? Do you think that boy is going to have good communication skills?
No, that's very bad. A lot of screen time
Yeah.
affect like how kids interact with each other. Like
Yeah.
some of them don't have like that self-esteem because most of the time, especially if you're an only kid,
Yeah.
your parent is busy. Like Nasib, his mother
Yeah,
is a musician.
the
most
mother,
of the time,
Tanasha.
a studio, like busy. So like yeah,
She
from
definitely
the
don't
behavior,
get enough time
yeah,
with the
from
kid.
the behavior, like it seems like a kid that most of the time anekwa kwa TV, like the iPad, just watching YouTube, watching cartoon. Yeah, that's how it's grown because that's how it's.
But unaona
reflecting the
Tiffany
behavior.
with the brother, they were bonding so nice with the other cousin. They
Yeah.
were playing, jumping, doing
Yeah.
singing games. But Nasib won't even know the singing games that are even there.
Yeah,
Like,
he was not present at the
yeah, he
moment.
was not present. If not his phone, he's either on his iPad, he's
Yeah.
either on his screen, and the boy won't have the good communication skill. How will you even express yourself outside there if you don't bond with people at a younger age like that one? You know, you need to go out, go talk to people. You know, this is how I'm supposed to present myself. Like, excuse me, hi, can I talk to you? Can we be friends? How will you even make friends if you're always on your phone? So technology, I think to some extent, it's also messing up the younger generation.
Exactly.
We are going to have people who don't have good communication skills. They
Exactly.
won't know how to express themselves, and it's gonna cost us a lot.
But like it's just a little kid, and you, parenting skills can be brought in the equation, because
Yeah.
as a parent you should restrict your child. Like in a day, maybe you should have 3 hours of screen time. Yeah, 3 hours of strict screen time.
But you see, for Nasib, that definitely means that he's always on
He's
his
always
phone.
on the screen,
Imagine
yeah.
in a situation, umepata uko na wenzako, unaona,
Yeah.
you're supposed to be bonding, you play, you know, they're carrying games, you carry each
Yeah, but
other.
to him, he's just isolating himself.
Yeah, he's
and just
isolating
burying his head in the
himself.
screen.
Until people were like, you don't know Kenyans. Kenyans, I would rather sleep hungry, I would rather go hungry, but I have data on my phone.
Yeah, such kind of behaviors will make the child like not be confident around people,
Yeah,
withdraw
yeah.
themselves, and
Yeah.
it can affect him while growing
Yeah,
up.
exactly. Social
Yeah.
autism.
Exactly.
Wow, wow. So, and then, you know, when you also talk of parents, there was parents not having time with their kids.
Yeah.
From work back to the house, maybe you have a soap that you want to watch.
Yeah.
That's still technology.
And sometimes
You're
you're
on
just
your phone,
exhausted. You
you're
just want to
you're
isolate
exhausted.
yourself and have a rest. Maybe the work was hectic, and the children, mom. So you just take this iPad. Just
Yeah,
watch,
go
leave
play
me alone.
games.
Yeah.
Hey. Now you see it's also making parents not to have time with their kids. You won't
Exactly.
bond with their kids. You know what's traumatizing them, what's going on in their life, what they need. You know, most especially for kids who are in adolescent stage. You need to be close with their
With the
kids, like your
parents,
daughters and the sons. Unamwambia, mama, this is how life is.
Yeah.
This is how things are. This is how.
Yeah, because at that adolescent stage, most of the kids don't want to communicate. But as
Yeah.
a parent, it's your role just to form that friendship with them. Know how that the simplest thing. How was your day? What do you inspire to do today? What are your plans? How are you feeling?
But you know, some parents are also assuming these things, like
Yeah.
they want their kids to depend on technology for everything. Like,
Yeah.
you want me to teach you how to cook? No, just go to YouTube, you'll find the recipe there. But there is nothing nice like being with your mother in the kitchen. She
Yeah,
tells you, you know,
yeah.
this is how we cut onions.
Those
That's
are the memories
bonding.
that we live
Yeah,
forever,
the memories
spending
that
time
we
with the
live
people we love.
forever.
Yeah.
But parents are also being reluctant. They're leaving their kids
But
to do
sometimes
everything
we can't
by
blame parents
themselves.
because they work so hard, they come back
But
home exhausted.
I think even if you work hard, you
Yeah.
just need to have time with your kids.
They should create like
Yeah,
a
you
family
should
time.
create family time.
Exactly.
Like maybe talk of weekends. You're off. You're off from work.
Yeah.
Have time with your kids. Tell
Yeah.
them, baby, this is how things are outside here. You know, no one will come tell your child that, you know, you're at your adolescent stage. So there is something that will come to you as a girl.
Yeah.
Utaona umeona periods, you know.
Exactly.
You need to, this is how you do your pads on your pants. But parents, you think like they are
Parents-
going to watch them on internet
Actually,
and learn by
parents nowadays
themselves.
don't have those kind of
They'll be
communication
so
with their
ashamed to
kids.
come and, you know, talk to you
Yeah.
if you don't bond with their kids. Won't expect hadi mtoto akuja kwambia, mommy, I've seen something red on my pants.
Yet you barely talk with the
Yeah, you
kids.
barely talk with the kids. You're just
Yeah.
there. Phone, iPad, laptop.
Parents should form a relationship with their kids.
Yeah.
In order to understand them.
Yeah.
Because nowadays there's a lot of issues of suicide. You just find like a very small class 4 committing suicide, and you wonder like what was really distressing
Yeah,
this little child to a
this
point
little
of
child
suicide.
of committing suicide.
And again,
True.
how does such a little child know about suicide?
Suicide, yeah.
It's just
That's true.
technology still.
Yeah, talking about that thing of suicide, recently I just saw a story. It was a Kenyan story. So there was this Steve Biko. It was all about, it was everywhere. Steve Biko, he committed suicide. And then later on, the father was opening up and he was saying, I wish I knew. I could have talked to my son. He tell me what was going in his mind so that I can know how to help him. But
It was too
technology.
late. By then, actually, it was too late when he realized.
Yeah, it
that.
was too late. So he said, I went out and found my son. He was hanging himself there until I
so
regretted.
bad.
I wish I knew early. We could have talked. He could have told me what is disturbing his mind, and I could have known how I could have helped him. So
Exactly.
you see how technology is also.
Yeah, but parents should just put some kind of rules. Like when it's dinner time, no bringing phones on the table.
Not bringing phones on the
No
table.
watching television. Like it's just interacting with the
Yeah.
family, talking about yourself. Because nowadays, like you can have a sibling that doesn't know your favorite color, doesn't know your favorite clothes. Like,
Exactly.
the only thing that she knows that we are sisters.
Yeah.
But anything beyond that, like even your friends know better about you than they do.
Wow, that's amazing.
Yeah.
So that's one effect, the negative effect of technology.
Yeah.
Maybe.
So what about we talk about people nowadays depending on technology for everything, even the simplest thing.
Exactly. Dependency.
Yeah.
Because they say technology is fast.
Mm-hmm.
So you'll find someone, there is this, what's his name again? He talked about the 6 Ds, the effects of technology. And the first thing he talked about was dependency.
Yeah.
So most of the, in campus nowadays, you're being given an assignment.
Yeah.
You won't do the assignment, you depend on AI.
Exactly.
The AI will definitely do the assignment for you. Your work is just submission. So you don't know whether it was right or it was wrong. You haven't, you're not giving yourself that room to think.
Exactly. Because talking about the assignments, using AI to do the assignments, like lecturers nowadays, you submit your assignment and they don't even go through it to know if it's an original.
Yeah.
They go online and use the software that tells them if this, to tell them if the content is original or if the content has been copied. So it's not just students but also the lecturers.
Yeah, true. The AI. Oh God. When I just look at that AI, I just remember what we used to do in back in campus. Like, you're being given an assignment. Oh, who's willing to strain their minds?
Nobody.
I go for the AI. Haraka teke. Ni nani anangoja ku waste time wewe? Alafu hadi ujui kama hiyo kitu ni correct ama ni
You
nini.
just copy and paste it
Yeah,
right
and
there
then
and you
maybe
override
ulipewa
it.
deadline because you're a parting girl or you're a parting boy. Cause wewe sasa umeona hauta meet deadline. You just come type. Back to that. Watu siku hizi mnaambiwa compose your email, compose your CVs and send them. You just go to AI. You're like,
You bring the template
I'm
and
applying,
you just,
I'm applying for this position. So you're not going to do that CV for yourself. You're depending on the AI to do everything for you, which is
Even
not a
simple
good
things.
thing. Yeah, and that's a simple
I
thing.
was talking about that. Nowadays people can't even do the basic math with their brains. Like, kitu kidogo tu, you go for shopping and like 35 plus 14
yeah,
and
35
then,
plus
no,
14.
calculator. You can't even think about the simple math because like we are so dependent on technology.
Yeah.
And we even doubt ourselves that we cannot exist without technology.
But still on the same point, what I think is,
Yeah.
it's also saving time. If
Exactly.
you
It's
come and
saving
ask
time.
me 10 plus 10, I'll start thinking in my head, what is this? If I take this 10 and then I add 10, it's going to waste my time. But what if I have a calculator?
Sometimes you know the right
I have
answer,
the
but
answer.
you're like, no, let me confirm.
Yeah, let me
And you really
confirm.
know the right answer, but you have to confirm because we doubt ourselves. We think
Yeah,
that
we are
technology
doubting
is
ourselves.
better than us, but in the real
Exactly.
sense,
And there is,
human beings are the ones who made technology.
yeah, there's going to be a clash between man and machine,
Exactly.
which is going to be a very big crack.
Because, for example, right now, if you tell me to tell you something about maybe the history of Germany or whatever, I'll not just take my phone and start telling, the history of Germany. I'll just go to Google Voice and just talk. And the Google will do the typing for me.
Human
like, we're too
beings.
lazy.
Human
We're
beings.
too lazy to do that
Too
anymore.
lazy. You know that analog life where our parents, leave alone our parents, they are exposed at least to
Yeah.
technology. There were the Motorola phones. Yeah, but the previous ones who used to use the boots,
Yeah, the millennial.
our great grandparents.
Yeah.
But you see, the people used to survive and they used to live like
Yeah.
for so long. You find someone still alive in the ages of
And
120.
they lack nothing. Like their stories, their life was so complete. And
Yeah.
actually, they prefer those era compared to
Yeah,
this
like
era.
you story tell, there is fire, you're seated around the fire,
Bonding,
you're with your
yeah.
grandfather, you're roasting meat.
Actually, nowadays we don't hear like, oh, my grandma is telling us stories, me and
Stories.
my cousins. Like
You're I can
the
get
grandmothers, when you're like they're on their phones,
on their
talking
phones.
with other people.
Watapata happy time ya
No
kukwambia story.
bonfire.
No, I think we need to revisit
Even
those.
grandmas nowadays have
eras.
gas cookers, no ila kutumia
Ehe,
kuni.
anakwambia
The world
mjukuu
has really
wangu,
changed.
we used to fetch firewood from the forest, so you also need to try.
Yeah.
Nani saizi atenda kuokota kuni, umwambie enda uokote kuni ati
Nakula jikokoa.
And I know
No
they be like
way.
plus the coco thing every now and then
Yeah.
ni kitu mpya kitu enyewe technology is doing this thing for us.
Technology has
Inafanya
really
ile
changed
kitu
the world.
it's changing, but it's more positive. But I think despite the fact that we have technology, we should revisit
Yeah,
those eras.
yeah.
Yeah.
So how about we talk nowadays when something is happening? Maybe we go out there, you see someone drowning in that pond. Instead of helping the person, you'll take your phone because you want to be the first person to post it.
You want to be the first person to
yeah,
post
you want
it.
to be the first person to post
Wewe
it. To
upate
get
likes na upate
viewership
view, upate
and
viewership.
following. Where has humanity gone to?
Yeah, by the technology, it has also made people to
'Cause there's
lack
a
the
lot of videos,
humanity in them.
people committing suicide, people jumping from top of buildings, people drowning themselves, people setting themselves on fire, and everything is caught on the camera. What if someone just put that camera
Down and then you
and
decide to help.
Yeah, when it's
You
you
see,
talk to that person.
yeah, you talk to the person instead of alafu pia unaona like talk of say there is an accident that has happened somewhere.
Yeah.
You know what people will do first? They'll run to their cameras. I want to take a video of this and then I post for
it.
viewership instead of going to help the victims.
Instead of helping the victims.
Yeah.
Hey, humanity is really gone to our ways.
Yeah. And then talk of the guy who talked about the 6Ds. He also talked of about abdiction.
Exactly.
Yeah, so you're being tempted to leave more tax to system that will handle them for us. Wewe unaenda ofisi unasema mi natafuta kazi fulani, they tell you, we have a robot that is already doing that. You go to a restaurant, you're looking for a waitress. For a waitress job, and then they tell you, no, here we don't do waitresses, we have robots. So
And
if
the robots
I,
comes with uniform.
yeah, they come with uniform, and then they have the menu plus everything. Where do you think these people that you're denying that opportunity to get
and there
that
were people
job?
that were having those jobs that were fired for the
Yeah,
robots
they
to
were.
take their
Yeah, so
places.
it's making people to lose jobs. And recently there was this our president he launched some machines in Kericho, zile za kuchuna majani. How many people do you think have lost their jobs
Lots of
just because
people,
of
lots
this?
of people, and the way life is really hard right now.
Yeah.
Prices are up, fuel is up. It's really hard to survive.
It's
and
very hard.
you are
And
jobless.
Remember, you have a family that you're taking care of.
Exactly.
You are the breadwinner in that family. So your whole family, your entire family, your mom, your dad, your siblings, plus talk of you're married, now you have your own family. They're all depending on you. What do you think those people went to do with their
It was
lives?
so bad.
That's so
And you've had
traumatizing.
that job for years. You wake
Yeah,
up
for
tomorrow, go
years.
to work, and they tell you
No.
you'll no longer be coming to work. You've been replaced. We have machines.
Where do you want me to go from there?
Hey, that's so bad.
Viewers, I think we would also like to hear from you what you think about this technology versus human debate that we are having here. It's also interesting to us, digital versus human. The current society, they don't want to think for themselves. So we are waiting for you to tell us what you think about this human versus technology.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Do you think that technology has brought more harm than good, or more good than harm?
Yeah.
Yeah. So let's talk about the computer generated replies. Actually, computer generated replies are among the most annoying things ever.
Yeah.
Because sometimes you really have some pressing things, you bought some airtime, it has not reflected on your phone, it's been hours, you try to communicate with Safaricom, and yeah, they just send a computer generated reply. And sometimes it's not really clear. You're, oh, thank you for contacting Safaricom. We will communicate to you shortly, and you have an urgency. How does even one get to do with that?
To your question, the risk with that is that we'll be losing humanity. Automation is exploding abundantly because it's believed that machines are cheap, faster, and you know efficient, ultra efficient. Whereas humans are believed that they are slow, inefficient. So even if it's me, I'm the employer, I'll definitely go for the machines. That is because if the messages are automated,
Yeah.
definitely you'll get your feedback very fast. And then at the end of the day, I won't be like, I'm going to pay someone salary, because if if the automations are not there, trust me,
But I
definitely
think
have to
not
pay.
everything needs automatic reply. For example, when I want to call, when I want to tell Safaricom, maybe my phone, when I'm calling someone, I can hear maybe scratches. I can hear the voice, it comes, it goes. How will you tell that to a computer?
But there
Because
is an
everything will be
option.
generalized.
There is an option. You can call the Safaricom number and then you explain
Sometimes the
your
number
problem.
is busy, or the number doesn't just go
But
through.
they don't take long to.
They'll tell you wait for us to give you someone you can talk to. Then they put that music, background music, and sometimes it can
You wait
stay
for
up to
like
an
10 minutes,
hour.
10 minutes, and then
Sometimes it can be up to an hour, but no one is picking your call because no one is available.
wow, that sounds
Yeah,
now
so
realistic.
you say, oh, let me just go to their Facebook page and, yeah, text them. Maybe they'll see it from that side.
Or maybe you dial
Yeah,
the stars whatsoever option that
yeah.
they normally give. Now I see. I get your
Sometimes
point.
automatic replies are disappointing, but
Yeah,
sometimes
they are
it's, yeah,
disappointing, but at
efficient.
times
Because
it's efficient.
you can, as a human being, maybe you have millions of subscribers. You can't just be texting each one, everyone, one by one, one by one. So yeah, computer generated
Yeah,
replies are really
they're
helpful
good.
at some point.
Yeah, because and then also on the same, Safaricom is a big brand. They're
Yeah,
serving millions of Kenyans.
yeah.
So the automation actually they require the automated messages, because even the same voice won't be on phone calls for like 10 million people in a day, still telling them the same
Exactly.
thing.
Yeah.
Sorry, you whatsoever.
Yeah.
So the automated messages, I think they're working for Safaricom.
Yeah, that's right.
And then another point that I think about technology, it has also offered a chance for the youths in the society,
Yeah.
like job opportunities.
Yeah.
There is this, most especially TikTok, it has really worked.
Yeah.
Most of the Kenyan youths, they are now stars because of the TikTok, and that's all about media and technology. Because when you talk of people like Aziad emerged as a star through TikTok.
Yeah.
Ajib, Candy Christine, Hybrid, all those
Yeah,
ones. You talk of them,
exactly.
we knew them through TikTok. And they are earning actually
Yeah, a
through
lot
that
of money.
platform. Yeah. They have at least established themselves. The Alpha House, they have established themselves through
Exactly, yeah.
the TikTok platform. So it's
But it also have a negative part because some people are known to fake the lifestyle that they show their followers on social media. So you
exactly.
right there, you just want to live the kind of life that somebody, like they set double standards.
Yeah, but behind
Do
the
you remember
scenes,
that
it's a
story
different
of Kobe
case.
Kihara?
Yeah, yeah, I
That girl
remember,
who
I
was
remember.
taking pictures from Google, posting them as her
Aha,
own,
yeah,
taking
yeah,
clothes
yeah,
from
yeah.
online, South Africa, like all over the world, and posting them like their own.
Yeah, but in
Yeah,
real
so
sense
yeah, and she
than what
had a lot of
has
thousand of followers, and
followers.
everyone, you like as a young girl there, you're looking up to her. You want to be like her. You want to have the
Those
kind
are
of life that
those
they
are some of the
have.
things that can make peer pressure. You start having
Yeah,
peer pressure. You engage yourself
yeah.
in some things
They
that
can
are not
motivate you at the
working.
same time. They can really pressurize you.
Yeah, they can
You'll feel like
pressurize you.
you are not doing enough. Some people like relationship goals, friendship
But behind the
goals.
scenes,
Yeah, so
oh
that
god, it's
sometimes
just
you
a
just feel like,
different
oh, my
thing.
boyfriend is giving me the bare minimum because someone else
Yeah, because
is going for
you're
big
like,
dates.
Ati, you're not treating me the way Josh used to treat Ajib. By the
Yeah.
time Josh and Ajib were dating, so people like, I really want to have a relationship like
Yeah,
that one.
but behind the scenes,
Behind the
like there
scenes,
are a
it's
lot
a
of
different
drama.
case. Yeah.
I was really shocked when Josh exposed everything that was going on in their
Yeah, with
relationship
Ajib.
because they were so
It's
perfect.
the same social media that comes to
They
shame
were
you at
so
the end of the
perfect.
day.
Like they even created a couple's account, and people were like, "Yeah, they're gonna be
Well,
Reese and
go,
Kwan
go, keep on
from
going.
Kenya," and
Mm-hmm.
they just split. And all of a sudden, all these stories, while they were just together the other week, and now like all the drama for months, for years.
So it's building you,
Yeah,
and at the same time,
people are really
it's
living a double life,
yeah.
on and offline. Yeah.
But when you look at a family like the Mumbuas, they have actually their lifestyle. So you would really love to have such a family.
Yeah, even Kyalo culture.
Yeah, the Kielo culture, the
Yeah.
Kielo sisters.
Yeah.
You really have to have a bond. Love to have a bond like that one of the
Yeah.
sisters.
Actually, that one is so inspiring.
Yeah,
They're
it's so
successful.
inspiring.
They're young.
So there are some cases that can actually
Motivate you,
and
yeah,
then
in
there
a
are
good
others,
way.
yeah.
Others can really pressurize you. You see people like Kibanja, like Dubai, they go where?
And you're like, I've
They go
even never been to
extravagant
Nairobi in the
places.
first place.
Yeah, that's why some people start faking their lives, photoshopping their bodies because, like, oh, I don't feel like I have a perfect body. I'm so insecure about my waist.
Yeah, body shaming
Yeah.
also, cyber security, insecurities.
Exactly.
Yeah, cyber
There's a lot
bullying.
of pressure online.
Yeah, it's all about technology.
Like the other time that Asia sued that boy Chira
Eh-heh.
because of defamation. Like people just come online and they feel like, oh, I can say anything I want about you because I have
about
freedom
you,
of
I
speech
have,
and expression.
freedom of speech.
Actually, that
Things
was
that
so
are not even
bad.
supposed to be exposed, but they end up
Because they want
exposing
to
them.
trend and get views. You see, it's now the
Yeah,
negative
it's all
side
about,
of technology.
Yeah, it's the negative side of technology.
And they don't feel anything. You just come up with lies, and people will believe.
Yeah, people will definitely
Actually, right now, we
believe it.
don't really know if it was true
or
wrong.
not. Yeah, we actually don't know. So, because everyone comes in with their own perspective of the story.
And especially if they have followers, like they'll just run with the information and believe it.
Yeah. That's true. So, this media technology thing, I think it's just a 50-50 as you said. And there are some questions people keep on asking themselves. You're like, will this technology give too much authority to itself or to other algorithms? Do you think, there's so many questions that people end up asking themselves. You're like, is it even going to work? Is the
Yeah.
technology going to take, are the machines going to take over humans? And by the way, do you think when the machine takes over humans, human beings will have say?
Human beings definitely will not have any say, but they will be
Yeah.
jobless and they will be frustrated. There will be high cases of suicide, theft, and all the other things that come with unemployment.
And then, do you think technology will further true human happiness? Actually, happiness is something that can't be bought. It's not an app you'll go to your phone and download and say, I want to download happiness.
Actually, right now, they're working on uploading the human mind so that, like when someone dies, all the memories, everything that they lived on, you can view them. I don't know how that will be done, but I read about it.
Wow.
Like everything about your life, they're uploading it from your subconscious. They're uploading it. Someday, maybe 200 years to come, your grandchildren, the other generation will be able to see how you lived your life, the decision you made about your life, and everything about you. And it's really scary.
Yeah, very scary. And do you think this technology will always be there? because we
Technology.
are being so much dependent
Technology
on it.
is even getting bigger and scarier because technology is going nowhere at this point.
Like, oh God.
And technology is so scary because right now people are actually like, if you really follow like American news outlets, American gossip, like now right now people are saying that's not the real Kanye.
Yeah, the real Kanye.
Actually,
yeah.
even this basketballer Curry, people saying that's not the real Curry. Like people are having trust issues because of clowning. Have you seen these wax figures? Like literally every celebrity akona wax figure right now.
Yeah, true.
Actually, that's how clowning starts.
Exactly.
Because right now people are saying that's not the real Kanye. Like Kanye was not that tall. Kanye was not this. Do you remember the other time the Buhari, president of Nigeria?
Yeah, I remember.
People are not, oh, that's not the real president.
Yeah.
This one is left-handed. The other one
That
was
was right-handed,
right-handed.
yeah.
Like a lot of trust issues because people knows what technology is capable of doing, and people are scared. But no one is ready to come out.
Yeah, no one is ready to come out.
Yeah.
So this media thing, I think we should just despite it being beneficial to some extent, but I
Yeah.
think we should not forget our culture.
We should not forget our
We should
culture.
just go back to those eras when we used to storytell with our grandmothers. Like we do everything.
And need some socks and sweaters. But nowadays, even grandmothers, we have really cool grandmothers. Like
Yeah, my grandmother, you can find her. She's on her phone. She's
exactly.
you're like, grandma.
And nowadays, I don't think that people sit on bonfires and talk about
Yeah,
their
people don't
past.
sit on bonfires and talk about their past.
Yeah, the world is really changing.
Yeah, it is.
Do you approve, like, are you for technology, like, to be more advanced? Because people are really scared robots are being made.
I'm not for it, definitely, because you know that life, those eras, that life is such a nice one.
There are a lot of robots that are being made right now, and you see this room serving, making the bed, washing, like human
Where will
beings.
people go after
Human
that,
beings,
being
it will reach a point
jobless,
that will just
being
exist. You
jobless?
just sit here. The robot will prepare your food, bring it to you. Like we'll just live like a plant. You just sit there, and everything is being done for
Yeah.
you, and that is really scary.
So we are actually directing these questions to our viewers. Are you in for the technology being more advanced, or you just want us to go back to the eras that our grandmothers and great grandmothers lived? Let's know your thoughts by writing down your comment, and always stay tuned on Stan Media Podcast. I've been your host, Prudence Kerish, with my co-host
Sharon Owar, and thank you so much for tuning in.